What it do, y'all? What's good? GCV, hit that like button. All the new viewers, hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. Thank you for joining the channel today. This is Druuill, where we came to God's chosen vessel, where we came to bring you more and never lesser. You already know. Look, I hope everybody's having a great day. Hope everybody's staying positive. Hope everybody's not letting all this stuff out here get to them. Hope everybody's keeping their head up out here. And I hope everybody is staying positive and living the best life that they could possibly live. You know, that's what it's all about. All right. Um, God didn't give anybody anything, right, that he didn't give to you. So with that being said, I need you to stay to the beginning of the video, to the end of the video, and take heed to this message that God gave me to give to you today. It's something special. I always got something special for y'all. I love making these videos, and I put this together for you guys because I knew you guys were going to be able to use this, and I knew it will help you, because just like all the other things that I've put together for you, I use them myself. They help me, and I'm not giving y'all anything that I don't use that doesn't help me. All right, and this is definitely going to help y'all because it definitely helped me. All right. Now, what we're here to talk about today is this. If you weren't born with it, chosen vessel, and it ain't yours, God said, let it go. If you weren't born with it and it ain't yours, God said, let it go. Okay? When you see a child, children are happy. Children are carefree. Children are worry-free. Children aren't sad. Children don't get angry. Children don't get upset. They don't know those things. They don't know how to do those things until those things are introduced to them. And then when those things are introduced to them, then they start to entertain them. Then they start to operate on those levels. Then they start to accept those realities for themselves. When before, when they were younger, when they were a baby, before they knew better, or worse, I guess you could say, before their mind started to pick up on more stuff, and they started to take in and actually absorb what they were being told. Like a child, it'll cry when it wants something, and then as soon as it gets it, it goes back to being happy. Like it'll cry for a snack, go back to eating the snack, and then once it gets it, it'll be happy, and then it'll be like it won't even be crying no more. That the upset child, that child's gone. It's not even focused on that no more. It's focused on eating the snack. It's focused on being in the present moment, right? And it's focused on not being sad. It's focused on being happy. It's got the snack and it's moving forward. It's about to go play. It's about to go do this. It's about to go do that. Children are in the present moment, and they're not worried about the past. They're not worried about what didn't happen. They're not worried about what's about to happen. They're focused on the present moment. They're focused on being happy. Even if they get into an argument with each other, say two babies are fighting over a toy, they'll be fighting, crying, hitting each other, and then 5 minutes later they go back to playing, acting like nothing happened, right? So you have to be the same way with your life, okay? You have to be just like a child, because unless ye be like a child, you won't enter the kingdom of heaven. And with that being said, if you weren't born with it, chosen vessels, and it ain't yours, God said, let it go. God said, let it go. All right. When you were born, you lacked nothing. When you were born, you didn't lack anything. You didn't lack love. You didn't lack, you didn't lack love. You didn't lack abundance. You didn't lack health. You didn't worry. You didn't know fear. You didn't know hate. Okay? Lord willing, God provided you with a loving home. Okay? But what I'm saying is, GCV gang, what I'm saying is that God didn't leave you out here without any good thing or any blessing that he didn't give to anybody else. That's what I'm saying. God didn't leave you out here empty-handed. What every good thing or any blessing that anybody else got or can get, you can have, or you have it. You just may not be aware of it. Any good thing or blessing that anybody else has, you can have, okay? No matter who you are or no matter where you are, God didn't put you here to have a life of misfortune or confusion or misery or any other negative mindset that'll cause a negative lifestyle. Okay? God didn't put you here to be stressed out. God didn't put you here to be poor. God didn't put you here to live in a state of fear. God didn't put you here to have hate in your heart. God didn't put you here to be hurt. All right? God didn't put you here to live in poverty, to have self doubt, to have negative energy, to have lack of money, to have lack of love. Okay? All these things are manifested and attracted by mindsets and by thoughts and thinking patterns that we picked up subconsciously or consciously by accident by those around us who loved us. They meant the best for us, but because they didn't know any better, they may not have been rich, but I'm not saying they were poor, but they may not have been too aware of the truths that we know, because each generation is supposed to get better, right? So, and new things are always being discovered, and even old things are always being discovered and being brought to the front with all the new stuff. So you got new stuff being discovered, and then you got older stuff being brought to the forefront to help with the new stuff to make things even more better. Okay, so the world is always improving, and things are always getting better. I just came inside. It was a little cold. I had to put my coat up there. But anyway, things are always getting better and things are always improving. The next generation is always supposed to be better. Things are always supposed to be better. The next generation, the new one's always supposed to be better than the last. The next generation is supposed to be better than us. But what we're supposed to do is make it better for the next generation. And that's what I'm doing with these videos and with this information. I'm helping myself, and I'm also helping the people that are going to come after me and see these videos. All right. And with that being said, things may not have been known. There might have been things that they may not have known that they weren't aware of, that they were saying that were going to cause you to have a mindset of fear. They may just been trying to protect you. They didn't know that something that they were saying was going to cause you to have a mindset of lack. They might have just been trying to teach you to manage your resources well. Okay? So when you were born happy. You were born carefree. You were born fearless. You didn't know what anger was. You didn't know what hatred was or what sadness was. Okay. Yes, babies experience different levels of emotion, but they always revert back to their natural style. A baby's not going to be upset for long. Okay. We already said that babies aren't going to be upset for long. Unless you be like a child, you won't enter the kingdom of heaven. Okay, if you can't let go of that hatred, if you can't let go of that hatred, if you can't let go of that sickness, if you can't let go of that fearful mindset, if you can't let go of that lack mindset, all those things that you weren't born with, that you picked up coming into this world, if you can't let those things go, you won't enter the kingdom of happiness, which is the kingdom of heaven, which is a mindset. The kingdom of heaven and hell is a mindset. You're either mentally in heaven or you're either mentally in hell. Okay, and depending on what thoughts you're thinking, and depending on um what you're not letting go, depending on what you're aware of, what you were born with and what you weren't, you're going to either be in heaven or hell. All right. So yes, babies experience different levels of emotion. But like I said, they always revert back to their natural state, their happy state. Okay, happy, giggling, laughter, a playful child. Okay, in other words, babies don't stay upset for long. Babies don't hold on to grief. All right, babies don't hold on to grudges. Right, babies move on after a while and focus right back on what makes them happy. I know that we're talking about a child here, but basically you have to basically, as you get older and as you grow, you have to fight against that mindset, because when you're a baby, you have that mindset, your level of awareness, you're not absorbing all the negativity yet, you're not fully aware of it yet. But as you get older and as you pick unconscious subconsciously and consciously pick up things along the way that don't serve you, mindsets that create negative lifestyles, that create lack, that create worry, that create fear, you're gonna have to kick those out of your mind. You're gonna have to become aware that those things, you weren't born with those things, and that God doesn't want you to have those. God wants you to let those go so that you can have peace. God wants you to let those go so you can have love. God wants you to let those go so that you can have a better life. All right. And you're supposed to be focused on being happy. You're supposed to be focused on spreading love. You're supposed to be focused on being aware of those things, not being aware of the things that you don't want, the things that you were not born with, the things that you're supposed to be letting go, the things you're supposed to be getting rid of. Okay. Like I said, babies move on after a while. The babies was just an example. All right. An adult person's obviously, like I said, is going to have to use their mind and find ways to get rid of that lack so they could have abundance. That's all we're saying here. All right. And awareness grows, and from loved ones, as your awareness grows, right? From loved ones and watching the best for us, and try people, like I said, people trying to keep us safe. We might have picked up fearful programs. We might have picked up worry programs, and fear and worry might have been downloaded into us from people who just might have been trying to keep us safe, or people who just might have been trying to teach us how to use our finances wisely. Okay. But fear and worry might have been downloaded unnecessarily. You may have witnessed people hold grudges toward one another. Okay. And now, because you've witnessed that and you weren't taught to let that go, now you think it's okay to have resentment. You think it's okay to hold grudges against people, when in reality that's holding you back. Is keeping your vibration low. It's not allowing you to grow. You could be doing better. You could be feeling better. You're supposed to be holding on to the good that you were born with, that you had when you were a baby. You're supposed to be able to feel good. You're supposed to be able to be happy like that. Okay? We're not telling you to go goo goo gaga, go be a baby. That's foolish. We're telling you that you're supposed to be happy. Just like a child can cry and be upset, you're supposed to be able to use your brain as an adult and snap back into the feeling that you want, so you could manifest and create the reality that you want to live in for yourself, that you see for yourself. All right. If you weren't born with lack, then you want to hop into a mindset of abundance, so you could create an abundance mindset, so you could create a reality of abundance and attract abundance for yourself and into your life. So, all right. You don't want to have that resentment you've been holding on to. Okay. You want to let go of that resentment, or whatever it is that you picked up unconsciously, you could put back down. Whatever you picked up subconsciously, you could put back down. All right. You were not born with any negative mindset out there. You were not born with a negative mindset. There's so many people, unfortunately, holding on to several things that aren't serving them, and it's causing them so much pain and misery. All right. You don't want to have a life of pain and misery when you don't have to. That's why God says you could let these things go. But because people don't know any better, people see people in their family to be upset. People see their friends to be upset. People grew up seeing people act certain ways, and you pick that up and you think that that's the way to act, when really you're supposed to be letting that go, and you're supposed to be acting happy. You're supposed to be feeling good. You're supposed to be living in abundance. You're not supposed to be saying words like "I'm broke" or "I don't have enough" or all. You're not. That's not supposed to be. No, 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 no. That doesn't have to be true for you. It may be a fact, but that's not true for you. All right. You don't have to be broke. When God put you here to be rich, you were born rich because you have a divine inheritance. All right. God didn't leave you out here with nothing. All right. Just like I always say, how are you different than the birds? I use the birds as an example because the birds can go out in nature and everything that they need is there. How do you lack anything? The everything that you need, all this stuff is made out of the materials that's found on the planet. All this stuff is coming out the ground, trees, metals, earth. All this stuff is made out of the resources that God created on the earth. How do you lack anything? You don't. They're trying to trick you so you'll attract the a lifestyle of lack. Okay, you don't see any of these animals lacking out here just because you can eat, breathe, and buy stuff and drive a car. You're no different. All right, they're trying to trick you and make you think you are, but you're not. That's the trick. Okay? You were not born with any negative mindset out there. Like I said, there's so many people holding on to several things that aren't serving them and it's causing them a lot of pain and misery. You gotta let that stuff go. You don't want to live a life of pain and misery. So many of us have mindsets passed down to us from the people that love us who meant well. But even though they may have been trying to help us, certain things may have caused you to have a lack mindset instead of a mindset of abundance about money. Okay, instead of a mindset of abundance about wealth. Okay, instead of a mindset about health. All right. They may have taught you to walk around and talk ill about this body part. They may have taught you, may have picked up talking bad about this body part. Okay. Yeah, you got to go to the doctors. Yeah, you got to get checked out. But talking bad about it is not going to help when your body parts and all your cells respond to what you say and how you feel about it. Okay. That's a whole nother video. Not trying to lose y'all out here. All right. Just giving you bits and pieces to help connect the dots so you won't be lost and so you'll get what the heck I'm saying, and so that you can have a better life of prosperity, wellness, health, and money. All right, let's keep going. God didn't put you here to be full of hate. God didn't put you here to be lacking. God didn't put you here to be frustrated and confused and hurt. You could let all those things go, and then you could latch back on to the Lord. You could latch back on to your good, latch back on to what God wants for you to be happy, peaceful, healthy. All right. All those negative things, yeah, they're part of life. All right. Yeah, we experience them, but we're not supposed to hold on to them. They're not supposed to be a life sentence. We're supposed to experience it. It's not meant to be the end all be all. Okay. All right, now, like I said, so many of us have mindsets passed down to us from people that love us. They meant well, but it may have hurt us because they may have taught us to have a mindset of lack. All right. If you were told certain words to say about having money, it may have caused you how to view money in a way that's not good. Okay. You may view getting your good in the same way, in a way that's not good. All right. You may have been taught that you may not even be able to get any good. You may have been taught that good things only happen to famous and rich people. You may have picked up that only that person can have good. Like, nah, bruh. Anybody could have good regardless of who you are, regardless of what you look like, regardless of where you're from. All right. God put you on this planet Earth to have good, man, and your goodness is out there for you. And if you have a mindset that doesn't believe that, we're here to help you change that today. All right. And you're going to change it. That's why we're teaching you in this video. Any mindset about anything in your life that you'd like to overcome or change, you must become aware of the version of yourself who doesn't have those issues, and also know that they don't belong to you. Okay. A mindset of lack does not belong to you. Why? Because God made all good things for you to get the best out of your life experience. When you know that and you believe that, you can't possibly entertain any thoughts of the opposite. When you know God put you here to have everything that you deserve, when you know God put you here to have all the goodness that you deserve, you can't possibly entertain lack. You can't possibly entertain being broke. That's gonna go in one ear and out the other. You're not gonna believe that when they talk about not there not being enough of this on the news. You're not gonna believe that. When they talk about there not being enough money on the news and stuff like that, you're not going to believe that, okay? There's not going to be anything negative that pops up that you won't believe. All right? And what I'm saying this is all that negativity, you can let that go because it's not serving you. And when you hold on to it, you're not making room for the good that's going to come into your life. All right? Because you got a lot of good coming to you. And I'm here to let you know that right now. I'm here to tell you that right now. All that negativity is here to go at the end of this video. I guarantee you, if you practice all the things I'm telling you in this video, you're not going to be holding on to anything that doesn't serve you. You're not going to be holding on to anything you weren't born with. All right? You only want to hold on to the stuff that you were born with. You were born with the spirit of happiness. You were born with the spirit of love. You were born with the spirit of success. God didn't put you here to have anything less. All right? Lack isn't yours. God created you in an abundant universe. Okay? God created an abundant universe for you and all his children. The idea of being sick, the idea of being broke, the idea of being miserable, poor, oh, poor me, nothing will ever change. All of those were picked up from other people you might have met throughout your life. That's not your mindset. You might have picked that up from TV. You might have picked that up from the radio, social media, a friend you were trying to help. It might have rubbed off on you. Some of their depression might have rubbed off on you. You weren't born here with depression. You were born here with happiness. You were born here with joy. If you weren't born with it, God said, let it go. It ain't yours. Okay? All of these were picked up from other people. They meant you no harm. And I'm positive it was for the best. Just they themselves were unaware to the real truth, okay? God created us with everything we'd ever need, all right? We lack nothing. You don't lack anything. There's nothing anybody else has that you don't have, all right? You are as rich as you want to be or as broke as you want to be. The choice is yours. It's up to you, all right? If you were born with, you weren't born with a lack mindset, but if you want to have a lack mindset, that choice is yours. That choice is up to you. Okay, according to your belief, so be it unto you. If you picked up hatred, I know some of us grew up right, being raised by loved ones from different eras, right? If you were subject to being taught hate, then you're going to have to let that hate go. You weren't born with that, okay? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, some of us were taught to hate. But with these techniques, we can let go of anything we weren't born with. All right, I hope you guys are paying attention. God blessed you with the spirit of love as a child. You didn't hate when you were a child. You'd play with anyone. You'd play with anything, dog, cat, bird, black, white. You didn't have no spirit of hate as a child. People are taught hate. Okay? God blessed you with the spirit of love. You didn't hate. You weren't aware of hate. You didn't know how to hate or what was hate. Only until the unfortunate day that you are taught by someone or something to hate, how to hate, and how to have hate. But there's good news, right? Because there's hope. Anything learned that is unwanted in your mind can be unlearned. You can unlearn it. You can renew your mind. Okay? It's just a process. You could teach yourself the proper way of thinking like I'm doing in this video. All right? That's why it's important for you to pay attention and take notes. The hate doesn't belong to you. The love God gave you at birth to share with all the good, wonderful people in your life. That's the heart God gave you, not a heart of hatred for you, for anyone, or anything. So, chosen vessels, all right? Any negative mindset, lack, hate, hurt, sadness, anger, poverty, anything in your life that you wish to no longer experience in your life, You must know the truth. Okay? These are the things that are subconsciously or consciously picked up from meeting certain people in your life, and right, all daily areas, right? Going to work, maybe going to church, maybe taking care of somebody, maybe being responsible for having people be responsible for you when you were younger. People take care of you, babysit you. Maybe you may have picked up these things along the way, okay? But it's time to let them go. It's time to let go of these spirits. They're not yours. You weren't born with these, okay? You can hold on to God. You can hold on to good, all right? God put you on this earth to have a good heart. God put you on this earth with love, infinite love. God put you on this world with forgiveness. God put you on this world with courage. God put you in this earth with fearlessness. God put you in this earth with abundance. God put you in this earth with divine inheritance. All right. I'm telling you the truth when I say these things. God's not going to leave you out here empty handed. So, with that being said, chosen vessels, all right, let go of all the negative mindsets, okay? Let go of all the negative beliefs you weren't born with so that you can live the wonderful life that God intended you to live when He put you here. All right? Okay, Druuill, God chosen vessels. All right. I hope this video has helped you. I hope everything that I said has touched your heart, is all true, and it's all going to help you. So, Druuill, God chosen vessel out. Everybody hit that like button. Thank you for watching this video from the beginning to the end. I'm glad this video helped you. If you know this video can help somebody else, share it to somebody who you know this video can help. All right. If you need, if you have any questions, if you need me to pray for you, hit me up in my email. I'm more than welcome to lend a helping hand. I'm more than welcome to reach back out and talk to you and talk to all my subscribers, talk to anybody who needs some advice, talk to anybody who needs me to pray for them. I'd love to pray for you. I'd love to chat it up with you guys. So stay tuned for the next video. And thank you for watching this video. And thanks for subscribing. Druuill, God's chosen vessels. You already know what we got going on. Stay tuned.